Myself, Dr. Ritika Khanuja, Junior College Lecturer in Adarsh Vidya Mandir. In the last lecture, I have taught you the topic Social Life in the Vedic Period. And in this lecture, I am going to teach you the topic the status of women in the Indian society. Now, here we discuss the Vedic period. The Vedic period, it is divided into two that I have told you in the last lecture. The early Vedic period and the later Vedic period. The early Vedic period span is 1500 to 1000 BCE and the later Vedic period span is 1000 BCE to 500 BCE. In early Vedic period, the status of women is little bit higher as compared to the later Vedic period. We will see this. Here, the woman, she is allowed to entitle Upanayan Sanskar, that is a thread ceremony, and after initiation of thread ceremony, she is going to the Gurukulas and take education. यानी वो उसका उपनयन संस्कार होता था और उपनयन संस्कार करने के बाद वो गुरुकुल आश्रम में जाती थी और उसमें विद्या ग्रहण करती थी. इन ऋग्वेदा द वुमेन हु इज हाईली एजुकेटेड दैट वुमेन इज हैविंग हायर स्टेटस इन द सोसाइटी. लाइक हियर द वुमेन दे आर डिवाइडेड इनटू टू ग्रुप्स. फर्स्ट इज अ सद्यवधु. इन सद्यवधु शी इज टेकिंग एजुकेशन अप टिल मैरिज. मीन्स शादी होने के पहले तक वो विद्या ग्रहण करती थी. शादी के बाद उसे विद्या ग्रहण करने की अनुमति नहीं दी जाती थी. सेकेंड इज ब्रह्मवादिनीस. इन ब्रह्मवादिनीस शी वोंट गेट मैरिड. Means she leads a life of celibacy. And here she is taking education throughout the life and that she was educated in Vedas and Vedangas. Means here she is taking education in religious hymns, poems, songs, that type of learning she is doing. And in our primitive society, such types of women scholars are present. They are Apala, Indrayani, Ghosha, Gargi and Maitri. In early Vedic period, when the woman wants to marry, she have the choice for life partner. यानी अपने विवाह के लिए वो अपने जीवन साथी का चयन खुद कर सकती थी और उसे सोशल पार्टिसिपेशन की भी अनुमति थी. लाइक व्हेन शी इज़ गोइंग आउटसाइड शी इज़ पार्टिसिपेटिंग इन सोशल असेंबलीज एंड इन दैट पीरियड ऑल्सो द मैरिज विच वर सोलोमनाइज. यानी विवाह जो होता था दैट इज़ ऑल्सो अ सेक्रामेंट. यानी उसे एक पवित्र संस्कार माना जाता था. और मोनोगैमी मैरिजेज आर ओनली डन इन दैट पीरियड. दिस मोनोगैमी मैरिज इन उपनिषद इट वॉज मेंशन दैट it is of two types, that is anuloma marriage and Petriloma marriage. Anuloma marriage means the upper status men marries with the lower caste women, that is anuloma marriage. And the second is the Petriloma marriage, means upper caste women married to the lower caste men. Like that, the early Vedic period have the status which is flexible, but when we enter the later Vedic period, we observe that the status of the woman is highly rigid. It is very lower status she has to lead in a society. Here in later Vedic period, the span is 1000 BCE to 500 BCE. And the importance of caste system is there in that society. Brahmanic supremacy is present and means Brahmins जो थे वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्रभाव समाज पर डालते थे. Here the caste system is very rigid and the woman has to lead a lower status. And here Varna system that turns into the Jati system. Means here the Varna system, it is divided into 4 Varnas like Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudras. And here the woman has oppressed status. She is not allowed to take education. No Upanayan Sanskar is there. That's why his status is lower in the society. And ultimately the woman is only doing the household chores and child marriages are performed, but the child marriages are sacrament. Means विवाह होता था, बाल विवाह ही होता था, पर बाल विवाह में भी पवित्रता थी. Now we will come to the topic difference between status of women in early and Vedic period. अब देखो दोनों वुमेन्स के इसमें स्टेटस में फ़र्क है. क्यों? क्योंकि हमारा वो स्पैन जो था और दूसरा जो स्पैन था उसमें बहुत अंतर था, क्योंकि उस समय कैसा था कि वुमेन की जो स्टेटस था वो कैसा था, काऊ को वेल्थ गिना जाता था, यानी गैया को एक ऐसा माना जाता था कि जिसके यहाँ गैया है उसे उसके पास धन है, एंड दैट काउ इज रेयर्ड बाय द वुमेन. That's why at that period the woman is having higher status. But in later Vedic period it has totally changed. The land is given importance. That's why the male child survived the land. That's why the male is having higher status and the woman is having lower status. ये अंतर के कारण मैन और वुमेन का दोनों का स्टेटस दोनों पीरियड में चेंज हो गया. दूसरा कारण ये भी था उसमें कि अर्ली वैदिक पीरियड में जब हमारे यहाँ आर्यंस आए, व्हेन आर्यंस इन्वेडेड इंडिया, एट दैट टाइम व्हेन दे इन्वेडेड इंडिया देयर वाइफ्स वर टोटली अनएजुकेटेड एंड दे आर नॉट अलाउड टू हैव रिचुअल सेरेमनी विद देयर हस्बैंड, यानी अपने हस्बैंड के साथ बैठकर वो रिचुअल सेरेमनी नहीं कर सकती थी. एज दो शी इज़ अनएजुकेटेड, शी इज़ नॉट हैविंग एनी स्टेटस. एंड इन दैट पीरियड ऑल्सो in that period Vedic things are not adopted in the society, and that's why the shaman is having a superior position and the woman is having lower position. That's why she won't gain status after later Vedic period. Now we will see the differences first in early Vedic period and later Vedic period. Here the status of the woman is very high, यानी उसको higher status होता था, समाज में वो कहीं भी कुछ भी जाकर अपने decision ले सकती थी. But here the woman is having a lower status. Secondly, the woman in this period is highly educated and she is doing the work of priest and teaching. And in that the woman is only restricted to the works of household chores. Thirdly, the woman here is independent and she can take all the decisions, she can participate all the family affairs, in social participation, in social gatherings, and here she is having a subordinate status, like she is before marriage she is depending on her father. After marriage she is depending on her husband, and after the death of the husband she is depending on the son. Like she is always having a lower status in the society. Fourthly, intervarna marriages are allowed in early Vedic period. Means early Vedic period is little bit flexible, but in later Vedic period the intervarna marriages are not at all allowed. In early Vedic period Varna system, it is based on Sham Varna and Shwet Varna. The Shwet Varna are having the higher status and Sham Varna are having the lower status. But when we are comparing it with the later Vedic period, it was found that here the Varna system, it is divided on the base of birth, like Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. And here in 6th point is that in early Vedic period the women's social division is flexible, but in later Vedic period the social division of the society is rigid. Once you are getting a status, you have to lead your life in that status only. The daughter-in-law is treated in a good manner in the early Vedic period, but in the later Vedic period the daughter-in-law is not treated as good, because in that period only the child marriages are performed, and with that child marriage leads to practice of dowry. Thank you.